strong suits throughout the season, but if they have any hopes of making waves in January, they've got to improve in this area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Murray now to throw. Finding his target, it's Trey McBride. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. With that last effort, he has reached now 10,000 career rushing yards. Congratulations.
Big-time congratulations. That also means that his publicist can make sure all the information gets to every voter out there who has a say in the Hall of Fame. Fashioning together a heck of a resume.
The slot man in motion right. They'll get it forward to him on the touch pass. And he will score. Touchdown Cardinals. A great play there with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cardinals get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10. Right at the 30.
My whole team side, bro. Look at my running back bending over running. That's some fuck my team up, man. Look at my wide receiver. Serve everybody out, man.
They begin on the ground with Guerendo. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Sim fuck my motherfucking team.
Look at this Arizona defense.
Whole team read.
They come in the top 10 unit against the pass, currently 8th in the NFL.
This secondary developed into one of the strengths.
That's why I'm like Sam's. Shit, fuck your whole stand them up. Like,
they hit. What a nice team.
Defense can't chase nobody or none of that shit.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7.
That's why I don't like Sam's.
Throwing here, Purdy. That's caught. He finds Danny Gray. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. And Purdy, he's going to shift him around into something else.
No, it was a sim game. I didn't do that shit, bro. It was a sim game. And I came back and shit was on my fucking red. Come on, man. Look at this shit, bro. Come on. Sim did this shit, man.
And that's what we've seen from this defense all year long, because they've been so good at finding ways to take the football away. And they just gave us another example right here. A strong defense, that's something you're going to need to rely on come playoff time. And this crew has got one. There's no
look how he threw the ball, though. Come on, bro.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go up the middle with Chubb.
Oh, you niggas threw the ball.
Inside the 30-yard line. Well, this defense for the Niners, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the
Like that
pace of the
nigga
quarterback
just
the
threw the
entire
ball
game.
up. He
Ended up
ain't
getting 4
put no
sacks
speed
total
on it.
and
He
made it
ain't
difficult for him to
shit.
step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket.
Bro, I managed my shit in training, bro. I just did it, and that's what actually made the shit go up. It's all good, you know. It's all good. I ain't got no excuse. It's all good.
Now Murray off play action. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a
Supplement.
first
Serve
down.
everybody in. I ain't got
That's a nice
nobody.
job right
Serve
there.
everybody
He's
in.
looking
Thank you.
downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And he'll throw this one away. I don't think he's out of the pocket, no. Here comes the flag. We saw it, too. Nobody in the vicinity of that throw, and that earns him the penalty.
Yeah, you've got to at least get it close enough to one of your own guys in order to dodge the penalty.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Following the penalty, Chubb. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Murray going to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Badgley's kick is good. So that, Charles, a season long right there.
And you know who's really excited about that? The special teams coordinator, because he's the one who has to tell the head coach in pregame, this is where we trust him from. This distance, he can hit it, and he repaid that trust by knocking that one right through.
And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Purdy looking to throw. Flushed out right. A nice job of eluding the pressure there, scrambling for 11.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Here comes 3rd and about a foot. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives
don't hurt everybody on the team. You take your picks on who you're going to hurt. Just don't hurt everybody.
Just kind of tap it forward to him. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down. A nice, consistent gain.
Here's Guerrero on first down. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. But you're down early. How do you get back in the game, maybe establish the run? I think they're trying to do that.
I'm with you on that one, and what I like about the message is that there's no panic from the head coach. He's already told his offensive coordinator, let's run the football, let's get things settled down a little bit, and find our way back into this game.
And that one too wide and incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably
Sounds more niggas don't get hurt. I don't.
Last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Bullshit ain't about nothing. How that shit go. I didn't do the trunk, bro. They had a sim. They had a sim. It's not me.
Now hold everything.
Sim fucked up my energy. That's not me, bro.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
I'm trying to fight through. I'm looking for. That's why I hate them Sims at the end of the season.
3rd and 5 following
fuck
the
you up.
incomplete pass. Now Purdy.
Come on.
The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. He couldn't get away there on 3rd down. The pressure too much, and he's sacked for a loss of 12. On 4th down, the Niners trot out Mitch Wishnowski to punt the football.
My players don't get hurt. That's all good.
Last week as his first one here's away. That'll be a 44-yard boot. Just a
I had my when I went back to my training settings, bro. Everything was different.
First and 10.
Everything was on backups and whatever the fuck the shit said. Shit, niggas' energies was 59%, 57%.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
That shit.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start.
I know what you're saying.
To throw is Murray.
Come on.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards
Oh,
shy
God.
of midfield.
I love this video game,
Catch
man.
and run, good for 24 yards. And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl
Yeah, you know how that shit be, bro. You know how that shit be. Nothing you can do. You'll be sitting right here arguing at the game. Nothing you can do about that shit, man.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports.
Should've blow your hat. He ain't about to blow my. This game ain't about to blow my hat.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Bro, you seen me clicking on that motherfucker, bro. That was a user.
Murray now. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
I think they are.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Now Murray.
Fuck out of here.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them.
That nigga on the ground, though, bro. Like,
there, now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Up the middle, it's Chubb. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. The Cardinals at 11-2 now, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
Now Murray sees something. He's going to change it up. 2nd and 6. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. On play action, it's Murray. They'll roll him out right. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And Murray staying put for now. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll look to throw. Down to the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Diamador Lenore. And the Niners are going to get it back here just past the 30.
Give me one.
So the interception there. And, Charles, I'd imagine that's something you can maybe live with in December, but not come January.
And I love how you make the distinction there. You're talking about regular season versus the postseason, the playoffs. Because these guys, they've already clinched a playoff spot, but they know, looking ahead, when they get into the postseason, they've got to take better care of the football because turnovers in that situation, they really become magnified.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long.
I really like the angles that the tacklers came from on that play. They secured inside, took away the cutback. The sideline's there, so he can only go so far outside. And they were able to close in and tackle him for a loss.
Yeah, they used your boy over there, the 12th man. Sammy Sideline, right?
Sammy Sideline. You know something? He tackles pretty well, too.
He's tougher than an airport steak. Purdy. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. The one side gets an interception, but their defense comes on the field and picks them right back up by getting a pick of their own.
Yeah,
I think you saw the same thing that I did, Brandon. As he ran off the field after making that play, we saw his quarterback seek him out and offer a personal thank you to bail him out a little bit as the offense takes the field again.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 42 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
Shotgun now from Murray. Completes this one to Thornton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right.
I can't make it up, man. Good run, bro. I can't make this shit up.
A 22-yard scamper. And the Cardinals are able to extend their lead. And maybe the defense got so caught up in him throwing the football, they forgot he can take off too.
And you often hear about the quarterback being the unaccounted for guy as a runner. Well, even on a passing play, he's unaccounted for as a runner, and he turned it into a nice gain.
A very nice run, and it turns into 6 points. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned.
Nah, bro. If you just seen the first quarter, bro, my people was tired as shit. Man did some wild shit, bro.
Got to find a way to get on their toes and start
you ain't gonna want to hear that, so you ain't gonna understand. I could throw him a pick, and my men tied or some shit. I don't know what the fuck happened, bro. You need to stop that.
Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Go watch the live and get another game or some shit.
A lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
I'm back.
Purdy now to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Kittle's got his first catch, and it's also a first down.
When you struggle on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
This shit, bro.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
2nd and 10.
This is crazy.
Connects with Kittle underneath. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
First target, first catch, and a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Once more, Purdy looking to throw. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they're in a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Back to throw, Purdy. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Aaron Browning make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Shit don't make no sense, man.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Nigga had the nigga beat. They threw so much air under the ball. Oh, God, that don't make no fucking sense.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. A little risky there when you roll out of that pocket right like he did. You complete the pass, but you don't get anything out of it.
But how many times have we seen when a quarterback exits out of the pocket, doesn't matter whether they go left or right, the defense loses its leverage, right? There's a little chaos back there, and receivers come open. Great discipline on that play. They didn't let that happen and held it to no gain.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. This is taken at about the 14. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Here's Purdy. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. They'll look to throw now on first down. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Oh, Jesus, though, at the bottom of his feet, though. The best return and everything else.
And he's going to be intercepted.
All them Jones like, oh, it over. Every pass is bro.
Potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Hey. Come back, come back.
In motion left, that's Thornton. After the turnover, here's Murray. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
That's tremendous field position that they were given following the turnover, but they've still got work to do to get to field goal range, and the coverage we're seeing isn't going to make it easy.
So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A very one-sided first half. 17-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
So another on-target throw, and that last one, Charles, going to put him up over 5,000 yards passing out for the season, and that is not an insignificant number.
Indeed it is not, because this is not a big list, and most of the guys on it, Drew Brees, Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Dan Marino, they either are or will be Hall of Famers.
This is how the luck I'm having on the game. I ain't know.
Picked off by Mack Wilson, and they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here. And that one, it backfired in a big way.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line.
Play action on one play. Them motherfuckers. What do you want me to do, man? What you gonna give me? Fuck. I run, you do that. I pass, you do that.
Offense set to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like
you gotta watch it from the front, bro.
You
wouldn't understand the game.
Try to pull off an impressive comeback. It has to start right
from
here.
the front to understand it.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Purdy. He finds his man, complete. That's Bennett. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Just don't hurt no more of my men.
Purdy from the gun. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, they certainly are letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already, and it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone...
Call it what you want. Shit show, drag show, but I'm in on 59%, bro. I didn't take it, bro. Shit ain't about nothing. I ain't taking that from bruh. Bruh could play. I ain't taking that from bruh. I'm just talking about mad. I ain't taking shit from bruh.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 29-yard line.
Oh, man.
Nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Throwing here, Purdy. That's complete to Jalen Hyatt. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little
Ryan can't block. Man, slow.
Now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Yeah, I respect it when a nigga beating you, bro. So you don't win enough to respect that.
49ers. Danny Gray from 13 yards out. And the Niners
yeah, I want to
get a bit
understand
closer.
that.
So that, Charles, their first score of the ball game, obviously, coming here in the third quarter. Is that going to be enough to energize the troops?
It's a great question, and we'll wait to see the answer, but it's finally something for them to build on. Now they know that they can actually score against that defense.
Shit, the fucking line can't fucking hold no motherfucking line.
And now this is right in Kyle Shanahan's wheelhouse. He'll go for 2 here. Purdy will throw for it. It's caught at the 1. And he's going to get in for the score. And the lead now cut to 14. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure. But that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready. Because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9.
Green, green, green.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he gets this to Thornton. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
So stick a nod, I think.
Because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Talanoa Hufanga in on the stop.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5. And again, it's Chubb. Fighting through, and he's got space. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 54 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
To throw, it's Murray. Buying time to his left. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Phoenix, Arizona's the spot. Glad to have you along for the ride. Third quarter action and a 2nd and 10 upcoming. And Chubb will try the middle here. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down. And the tight end goes in motion left. Throwing now is Murray. Flush to his right.
And they so slow, he could outrun the whole fucking.
He'll wind up getting 4 yards there on his own, but it also brings up 4th down.
He didn't like what he
saw.
I
think I ran everybody back.
His course of action was to take off and run, and that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So he needed 1. He ended up getting 3.
And I really like the way he ran that one, too. That's really intelligent running because oftentimes a running back could get too greedy. Try and hit the home run on a play where you just need a few yards. Well done there, making sure he got the first down and not worrying about trying to get a touchdown.
Easy, Quibble. 2-2.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
2nd down and a yard.
Big Ace open.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Murray changing the play. Chubb trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
All all of a sudden those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Murray on the sneak. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal.
Come back, come back. Oh.
They'll give it to Chubb. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Badgley able to punch this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. And right now, Charles, this is about building that lead little by little, and they're able to do just that.
And it gets them past the key number of 16, so this is now a 3-score lead. Not time to exhale just yet, but that might prove to be an important 3 points before things are said and done.
And not willing to risk a return, this ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. A big play there for the Niners. 45 yards.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a...
If you get me every fucking time without the fucking season. I'm burned out. If you get him every time. I'm burned out.
Now Purdy. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout that's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Purdy looking to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. The Niners passing game in sync now. They've got another first down. A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad. At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Now a 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. A great effort there. His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Niners have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Jake Moody now for the point after. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now, there are two scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now, they've got to get things to the finish line. And that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
Murray looking to change the play here. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
I think he had eyes on that run the whole time. Good anticipation, because it seemed to me he waited for the coverage to get drawn away and then had the easy scamper out of bounds to get the short yardage first down.
Hey, Ace. Hey, easy, quick.
To throw is Murray. And this
slide out the middle.
Gain with a slide at the end. Good coverage downfield.
Oh man, y'all ain't about to hurt all my man. Let me sub him out. He ain't about to do that.
He's been making himself a weapon as a runner, and the results, they've been welcomed by his offense. My question is about the defense we're watching right now, partner. Even after he got him with a scramble earlier this drive, they still aren't devoting enough attention to him. I would expect that after that carry, they'll do a much better job going forward, spying on him on passing downs.
Being chased out left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Oh, we think that you interested in that.
Now Murray off play action. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big
That's
play.
the only thing y'all say right the whole game.
Field position after the big play.
Step too slow.
Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Cardinals are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
On 2nd and inches, Purdy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Good switch, bro. Good switch, bro.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it. These guys are not giving up anything.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
The Niners on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
Definitely right, and that's what I did last time. Oh, that's so funny, huh? That's so funny, huh? I swear that's so funny. I did that last time. Respect. I hate when I don't play, though, in a long time. It takes my shit off a little bit. I ain't taking that from you, bro. At all. I can't.
Purdy, big 4th down play.
And
my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And the Cards are going to have
taking that from me, bro.
Position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around the defense, maybe not a specific assignment.
That is.
Today, his assignment,
that's crazy, yo. I swear that's crazy, yo. That's crazy.
Murray now.
That's crazy, man.
As he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
That's crazy. I could take corners.
I
could take corners. I ain't too good for corners, man.
Feels to me like they're just
I
keeping
ain't
them
too
honest
good
on
for
defense
corners,
because you
man.
know
I could
they're going to
take
stack the line of
corners.
scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little
That's
passes,
crazy,
big
man.
work, in exchange
That's crazy,
of running
man.
plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
That's crazy.
Right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football.
It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
Yeah, right, bro. Right as a motherfucker. Right as a motherfucker.
Here's Murray. He'll take a shot for the end zone.
Right as a motherfucker, bro.
He had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon
Right,
where
that's a
just about
motherfucker.
everything's gone right, there's an
All that
unlikely
time.
sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
Omaha. Big Ace. 2-2.
They're going for it. Hits Murray. He'll buy some time right. He's got his target. That's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Murray to air it out again. And he's he's going to go down here. A sack.
Bro,
They push
like,
him back to the 34.
it's crazy that one
It looks
adjustment.
like a
That's crazy.
12-yard loss there on the first down
That's
sack.
crazy, man.
No, it's supposed to play yesterday. I'm supposed to.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Murray escaping the pressure right.
What, baby?
And he'll be brought down inside
What is
the
it?
20 at the 19.
It's out.
Defensively there as the
Let me see.
scramble is going to set him up with a much more manageable 3rd down.
What? Let me see. This ain't the. How old is this cup, though, baby?
But that's what I'm saying. You forget a whole J on the top of the refrigerator.
Baby, stop touching my shit.
They are in need of 6
That's what
yards
it
here if
is.
They hope to move the chains.
You out here smoking and shit. I know what the fuck you out here doing. I'm at work.
2 minutes left to play in this football
I'll show
game
you my
here
fucking
on
face.
EA Sports. So the Cardinals.
You out here hiding J's and shit. How a whole J like that is gonna be? Let me see how many pulls taken off this J. It's no fucking way in the fucking world. Let me see. Man, there's 4 pulls taken off this J. I'm gonna smack the shit down. Smack you. What the fuck you been doing?
Omaha.
This motherfucking house.
From the gun, Murray.
First.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr. with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns.
Ooh, well, it's right there, one
and the
motherfucker.
Cards
Best.
stretch this 4th-quarter lead even further, and they are closing in on win number 12 of the season.
Wait, what is this at, boo?
Actually
Top
on
right
for
there.
the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Okay, baby.
The Cardinals
They
send
get
down
my
to kick
ass
this
whooped
one
on the
away,
game.
and off we
I'm not
go.
even mad. Normally I be mad when I lose, but good move. Oh my god.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he
Hopefully I can play another game tonight. I'm in the mood of playing. See you again in what? See you in 2 weeks. See you in 3 weeks, bro. Good game. You always play a good game, bro.
Ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is in the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum.
Hopefully when I play, you're going to be way better than this.
Contest.
5 interceptions. Yeah.
Even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Purdy now to throw.
My fault.
He throws there incomplete.
My fault.
He pushes down. He's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
Yeah, once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Purdy.
Good D. Good D, bro. Good D, bro. Good D. You jumped at me. Good D.
Inside the 10, and they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown. That right there, Charles, is your exclamation mark. They already had the nice lead on their way to a victory, but one final touchdown here to widen the margin late in the 4th quarter.
Let's make it pretty simple. When you can seemingly score at will, why wouldn't you take advantage of being in that zone and getting one more to cap off this game?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
I found my new.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end
I
zone.
found my new motherfucker.
And he's able to get
My
this
new
across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles.
I always say, brother, and you see, I never played
drive in a lopsided
bro.
game like this.
For a lot of coaches,
Be honest.
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as
Bro, last season when I had my fucking
realize how poorly everything
subs,
went for us today, coaching, playing, the whole deal, and never forget it because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Across midfield. Always got some breathing room. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. Back to throw, Purdy.
all that air.
This throw's going to be incomplete. Another throw.
I gotta blame that shit on fatigue.
Obviously, he's
I got
battled
you.
all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there?
Nothing going my way.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance.
I can't blame you for me getting my ass kicked, so you can walk past the TV, do all that, baby. I can't blame you.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Oh, he dropped it.
Hello, baby.
And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine
trying to leave it on there?
they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
This is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Now whistles and a timeout called here. Not sure of the point of this, but they'll stop it
give me
with 4
some
seconds
stats.
to go in the game. Purdy with one final shot here. And it will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out.